Hey, what's up, everyone? I ain't going live in a minute, but I'm not gonna lie to you. This is funny. The whole world, literally, the whole world is in a panic, and they're in a panic over something that, truthfully, is here. I have a question. Did they ever find a cure for the swine flu? Hey, Michelle, Margot, and Michelle. Did they ever find a cure, Amanda, Amandina? What's up, homegirl? Did they ever find a cure for Ebola or anything else? They haven't found a cure for any of this stuff. They have no cure for AIDS or HIV, yet people run around having unprotected sex. They don't have a cure for diabetes, but people still go eat the worst kinds of foods. There's no cure for the flu, by the way. A flu shot, giving you a mutated version of the flu is not going to make you feel better. And there are still people catching the flu even with the flu shot. What else is out there? Cancer. Here go one. This is the one that we can actually end if we wanted to. Starvation. There's enough food to populate the planet 5,000 times over, and yet we won't do it. The coronavirus has come in, and people are losing their minds. And they're telling us to do things that we were taught when we were 5 and 6 years old. Don't touch your face. You catch a cold. I just sit back and look at all this stuff going on. And what trips me out is how people are running to the stores and buying water, buying toilet tissue. The water I get, toilet tissue. What about body wash? What about soap? So you cool when you use the bathroom, but you cool to be so you don't have a clean behind but still stink. I'm sorry, that just popped in my head. But what's really shocking to me are the people who talk Christian. There's nothing wrong with being aware. There's nothing wrong with being cautious. None of that is a problem. I get that. That's cool. But people are hoarding. What this is really showing is, I don't know, Nichelle. Toilet tissue, toilet paper. I don't get it. I don't know why people are tripping over that one. And water, people tap water, boil it and freeze it. Why are you tripping over water like that? Hand sanitizer. No one's buying it's like people just, it's like one person says go do this and then the whole world runs and starts doing it. Ugh. And I'm just trying to make sense of it. I don't know. I sit back and I pray and I'm just like, Lord, what's really going on? And in my spirit, I feel like he's just saying, these are the things to come. Keep living. Hey, what's good, Dante? What's good with you, bro? It's like I just feel like the Lord is saying, keep living. There's a whole lot more to see. This isn't even the tip of the iceberg. And what really trips me out, this is what trips me out. I want to share this with you. What trips me out, we know people who have the flu. You come across them, they're at home, they come to work sometimes, or they're at the schools and they're sick, they come home. Our kids have had the flu and we've taken care of them. We may have gotten a little 24-hour bug or something like that, and it goes away. The flu has killed people, thousands of people every year. And we still live our lives like, hey. And now you have this. And exactly, bro. I know who I serve. You know, bottom line, at the end of the day, I know who I serve. And that's what gives me refuge. That's what gives me peace of mind. Because you can't control this. All the water, all the hand soap, all the hand sanitizer, all the stuff that people are doing, you can't control it. And for the first time in a long time, the world is at the mercy of nature. Hey, Cynthia. But see, the reality is, the world feels like it's at the mercy of a virus. But the virus is at the mercy of God. And if you are a true believer, I'm not talking perfect because no one's perfect, but if you are a true believer, you're going to walk out there in public and you're going to be able to smile. You're going to be able to shake hands. You'll be able to be around people. And you know what? It reminds me of the book of Psalms when it is said, 1,000 shall fall to one, 10,000 to the other, but it shall not fall upon you. That's what God was talking about in the Bible. He was telling us, if you are a rock, the winds can come, the storms may come, but it will not overthrow you. It won't push you down. So my question is, what are we? Are we in the center? Are we the rock? Or are we swaying to the left or to the right? I know who I am, you know, and that's why I'm coming in right now live to share with you hope, peace of mind, not fear, not posting what the president says or posting what scientists are saying and everything else. I'm going to share good news. I'm going to share happiness. I'm going to share joy. You know, and this is what's interesting. This is what's really interesting. People live. Hey, what's up, sis? People live off of misery. They love misery. All this drama going on, the NBA shutting down, everything's shutting down. People are loving it. It's like they're feeding off of it. The media, they're getting off on it. The world is literally shutting itself down out of fear. Hey, what's up, Ebony? I'm not going to move in fear. I refuse to move in fear. I'm going to continue to go to the movies. I'm going to continue to go out and eat. I'm going to continue to live. God didn't put me on this earth to live in captivity or to live in fear. He didn't put me on this earth for that. I'm sorry. Yes, they do. Sensualism. Sensualism. You're right. Sensationalism. Sorry. What am I saying? But that's the thing. We don't have to live that life. We don't have to live that way if we don't want to. It's a choice. And some people are saying, you can see, they talking about it's just going to blow over. Look at all that's going on. Yeah, it will blow over. Hey, what's up, Tish? And that's my opinion. It's going to blow over. I'm not going to live my life. That's just me. I'm not living my life in fear. There's been a lot of things that I probably should have been scared of. Worse than this madness going on. Way worse. Things I can't talk about. And God in heaven knows if I can survive that madness, I can survive this. And you know, people talking about people are dying. Guess what? It was time for them to go anyway. That's the way it works in life. When God calls you home, or when it's time to leave this earth, when it's time to check out, you're going to check out no matter what. You can look at someone like Kobe Bryant as an example. Dude rides that helicopter how many times? It was predestined for him to leave the earth that day. And the other people. Someone in the mall tested positive. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting there acting like it's, oh, well, but don't let that bring fear to you. Don't let that bring fear. It's, hey, what's up, Smart? Don't let this stuff get you to the point where you're. It's like they want you to be trapped with fear. You're right, Dante. Like right now, I mean, as an example, Spirit Airlines have flights right now for $21.60. That's a full tank of gas for me. Why not take advantage of it? I mean, hey, what's up, Juan? I mean, live and have fun. Love life. There's epidemics all over the world. The Great Depression, World War I, World War II, the Vietnam, Desert Storm, 9/11, Pearl Harbor. So many things have happened in this world that should have taken us out, should have killed us, but it didn't. This virus would not be the end of us. I just believe in, like I said at the beginning of my message, I know who I serve. And because of that, I have peace of mind. Hey, what's up, Mike? I have peace of mind. I pray that everyone steps out of their fear, step into their faith, and realize at the end of the day who has this. You think this is a mistake? You think this is by chance or coincidence? God is behind the scenes of everything that's happening. He always was. In the way I see it, he's omnipresent. He's all over. He knows what's to come. So when it makes sense to look to him because he already knows what's to come, have you bought any flights? I ain't gonna lie. Bought one. Can't help myself. But, hey, Tish, I feel you. Ain't nothing wrong with being aware. Awareness saves lives. But I'm just talking about how people are losing their minds. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna lose my mind. And this will pass. Hey, what's up, Karen? This is gonna pass. When? I remember when swine flu, when they started talking about that, when they mentioned it and how it was man, people were losing, they were going crazy. Don't buy meat. Don't eat red meat. Don't do it. Oh my God, don't do it. You see people out there grilling like crazy now. I remember when Ebola came around and people, from Africa. People were scared of people from Africa. Oh my God, these Africans, blah, 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 blah. Now, you walk by an African and hug them, embrace them, and everything else. That's what I'm just like, I don't know. So, that's all I got. I pray, like I said, I pray that you have not safe, but have a peace of mind. I pray that everyone just put your trust and faith in the Lord. He'll bring us through this. He always do. He's the only person who's batting 1,000 and shooting 100%. All right? So, many blessings. And I will talk to you all soon. And enjoy your weekend, all right? Talk to you soon.